Hello everyone. I just wanted to give you an example of how horses behave when they are all napping, okay? They frequently, well literally every single day, they come into this one spot here and they all nap together, okay? And they stand in this big huddle together like clockwork. I mean, it never fails. They're all always standing together. Wyatt I was just giving Wyatt a massage, so he was standing a little bit further off, but now you can see even he is making his way into the huddle. Okay. Why do they do this? Well, it's very instinctual for horses to do this, and there are many different reasons why they stand in these huddles. One of the reasons is it's just really for comfort. They are herd-bound animals. They are prey animals, which means they are not predators. So they stand in these huddles when they're sleeping. And yes, horses can stand. I mean, they can sleep standing up. They have locking mechanisms in their legs, which enables them to snooze while standing. And it's actually pretty fascinating, but that's not the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video is the herd mentality while resting. Okay, so typically, even though it looks like they're all standing here kind of like not paying attention to anything, what will happen is some of the horses will get into a deeper snooze, and other horses are always, you know, there's usually one or two that are still on alert. So they will take turns like this. Like for instance, one or two will be sort of the lookouts, because they're constantly, even though it's social behavior, they're also constantly on the lookout for danger. Now here, we're at a boarding facility. There's really not much danger. Shakespeare just issued a correction there. If you want to roll this video back, Shakespeare issued a correction to Trixie. Trixie was coming in a little too close to his territory. He pinned his ears and he threw his head at her, and he said, hey, step out of my bubble. You're allowed to stand here, but you're not allowed to stand right up on top of me. Okay? In contrast, Shakespeare is standing right on top of True. Shakespeare always stands very, 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 very close to True. You see how he literally, his head is touching her body. I mean, he is right on her. Okay? But that is because Shakespeare has raised True from a baby. Obviously he's not related to her in any way, but he is very protective of her. She is part of, his herd. Is Trixie part of his herd as well? Yes, but it's different. He feels much more of a responsibility for True than he does Trixie, just because he has had to pretty much take care of True. And Wyatt stands close to Shakespeare as well. Wyatt is right at Shakespeare's back. And these three are my horses, so they have more of a camaraderie than the other, than the others do together. So, but I got off on a total tangent there. We are back to why they stand in a herd. It's basically for safety. It's for social comfort. They do feel more comfortable all being together like this. And in the wintertime, it's actually for warmth. They will stand very close together when they are napping or even just standing, because their body heat warms. They warm each other, and it also creates more of a wind barrier. Now, I know I'm going to get the question from people, why aren't they standing under the shade? You haven't given them a shade. Well, we have a huge pavilion right there, that red roof. They could all stand under there, but for some reason, they choose not to. Now, when it's really, 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 really hot, they do stand under that thing, but they love standing here in this, this little, dry lot. Shakespeare just issued another correction. Hi, sweet boy. Why are you so grumpy today? What's wrong? He's a little grouchy today. He might not have rested last night, and sometimes he gets a little grouchy. But, anyway, so that's what's going on here. They love to sleep here. Now watch his body language. Watch. See the ears? When the ears are down like that, folks, he is talking to these other horses. Even without speaking, he is talking. He just pushed Trixie further up. He has his own reasons for doing that. I don't know what they are, but Shakespeare's got his own reasons, and I'm just going to trust that he knows what he's doing. So I don't get involved in it. I just know that watching their body language. He is definitely issuing corrections today to Trixie a lot. Don't know what's happening there, but maybe she irritated him somehow. I have no idea. But anyway, he's very sleepy. I can tell by his head he is getting ready to actually lay down and go to sleep. He will lay down on the ground and he will sleep for, 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever. And that might be why he's so grouchy right now, is because he's getting ready to really kind of fall out and he doesn't want anybody near him at the moment. So usually, though, Shakespeare will go off kind of by himself when he wants to actually lay down, and he'll lay in a nice cool patch of grass or something to that effect. So anyway, all of this is just body language, and if you stand here and you watch it long enough, you can really begin to understand it. But yeah, he can't even hold his eyes open. I mean,